Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
What's happening?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
All right, it's all good.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No.
The drive starts with a run by Allen.
Oh, that's what I mean. This dude's probably runs that 3-3-5 odd. Yeah, I'm running the ball all over this dude.
There, it'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff working right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Michael Strahan there to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this one to midfield.
Running my old head-to-head team. LV cross
nice
pick up
there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Let me get that motion with Henry.
All 4 on the ground. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 3rd down, Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Strahan able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
Oh, what the fuck? I keep doing that shit.
A first down throw coming for Vick. And Jones has it over the middle.
What the, bro?
And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Vick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Eagle. Stop. When they hit it.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, baby. Eagle.
On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Right 20. Right 20.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Lawrence Taylor in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Runs over him. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A good pick up there.
That's a corner route to Tyreek.
Vic will look to throw on first down.
There it is. There.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it.
Now watch that corner route for Tyreek.
It's clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Definitely, we just ran it last play.
second down. Vic
There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is.
Now he steps away, and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a third
Nah, it's just something that we have to take away. I don't even think manning him up with guarded, like, Sparks, still have to guard that himself almost.
Again, it's Vic. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. This will be the final play of the half. Vic, he can run for it, and he will. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, Vic. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will indeed go for it. Vic.
Yep. It didn't even let me go for the pick, man.
They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build who's going to make the big play.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Watch that corner of the coverage.
On third down, Vick. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for Vick. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On play action, Vick. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams down to the 25. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
It is already. All right, this is what I need because the pressures are sending actually ridiculous. I need somebody to motion Cooper and click off as soon as possible because I'm going to block him. I'll tell you when. Cooper, 89. All right. There we go.
Carr to throw on second down.
Oh my God, I threw it, bro. I threw it too late.
Lawrence Taylor in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I thought there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
I'm just in a gram on the street.
Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
I'm just going to try and punt him.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Vic And this is going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. On is the punter King to send it away. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Nah, they've been running this good.
694. Down. 180.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's a hut. 618. Low.
He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Oh, he goes up to a 92.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
734. Get set. 185. Is it? Who's right? Right down.
Now Carr, got to have this one. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Vic's going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up.
I put it on everything I really want to cop out. But I did good for a drop out. How about the coach?
Mm.
They was as similar as I was having them night boots. Remember them nights the mama couldn't come right back.
Oh my God. I can't believe that I literally had 7 people block and he came in basically untouched. I mean, this shit makes no sense, bro. This shit just pissed me off, man. How do I block 7 people and 3 of his linemen come in untouched? That makes no sense. The fuck out of here, bro. Shit literally makes no fucking sense.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got 2 teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On the carry, here's Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This is from Hernandez who that runs that freaking game blitz.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the
Nah,
football.
this is dude who did that man blitz one time and sent like 8 people and all are wide open.
You're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they toss that wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
This was like the same scheme and everything.
Now here's Vic. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention. But he also contributed in his career in the passing game, like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000.
He had a higher
yards,
read,
and I think that gets overshadowed
it.
by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had.
Eagle 24.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case,
the Rams do have this in the middle too. This isn't a playoff game. Yeah.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Vic on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart
territory
his own
easy pine.
defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Regular one, probably. Yeah.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step.
I mean, we don't have to man up the running back. I can take away the running back as long as we man up the high read that's over top of me. I could care less.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Eagle.
Here's Michael Vick. And he's got this
He's suicidal. He's suicidal. I followed that route the whole way and he still threw it. He's suicidal as shit. You can man up the. Okay.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I gave him too much credit. I didn't think he was going to throw it when you literally watched me follow him all the way out there. Give him too much credit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I really hate losing. Yo, why is that? I'm just going on there now. I need to pick on my user, man.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Dude, I have no idea. Just invite me back to the party.
We'll try. From the right hash, this from 53.
No, I wouldn't.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the opening. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there when they get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Able to fight through 1 tackle. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
What?
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
You must think I'm like
so let's
5
go
or
ahead and add to
something.
the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed.
No. I got
but
it.
how about when they're
Motion out
height
Moss.
and length and deep downfield, you throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tim Brown from 19 yards away. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Hello. Tim Brown found the end zone for 100 receiving touchdowns on the nose during his 17-year career. But think about how he got to those 100. Strong physically, studied the heck out of the game, superior route runner, and then when he caught the football, he turned into a running back, broke a ton of tackles in order to get those 100 touchdowns.
And those 100 touchdowns led him to 9 Pro Bowl appearances. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20.
I used to be nice at that. Last year was easier to do it than this year because they just dumb out this year sometimes.
Unit ready to see what they can do here.
I know Slit was probably nice at it last year. Last year you could literally run straight back, click off, and then click back on, and he'll run straight in. Same side. I'm a man of Brown. Yeah. Oh, we don't have a deep. We don't have a deep. We don't have a deep. We don't have a deep blue.
A 1st down throw coming for Vic. He's going to air one out.
Thank you.
He fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon.
Yo,
They didn't
yo.
exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out
That was pretty bad. I admit. I've seen worse than moves. I've seen worse. I've seen worse, but that was bad.
Now they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now, 185. Low. 29.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there.
Yeah, I threw it. I think I low-key think I put the wrong button.
And now it's 2nd down.
Because I got so excited. Yeah, because I got so excited. Yeah, that was my fault.
Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well.
I mean, he shows up in the top 3 every now and then, so.
Now, 185.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Now, 180. Express. 734.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's going to float this one deep right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice, 34 yards.
I'm not going to lie. That was a good click on, but that was a good throw by Carr, bro. That was a good throw by Carr, yeah.
To hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going to give it back. Regardless of that loss, I'm still one of the hottest in the game right now. I don't care.
Gold now out to kick it away.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard. I was in a party. I was in a party with I was in a party with
his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Aviato, DTS. Nah. And I guess whoever y'all played was streaming. I think y'all played Slick Thumbs. That's how I found out that y'all lost. I didn't know y'all. Oh, I didn't even pick. Yeah. Man up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got Shockey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
Man up
Really
side
nice
on this
game
on
right
this
there on
formation.
1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
He said, I got some press. That's all he ever wanted.
2nd down. Going for the
That's
deep
a pick.
ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. Johnson was the intended receiver. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
We get the ball, so I'm going to
Give
just
him
be 5
3
and
on
6
1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
No.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, I would either aggressive or possession.
So. I think in this situation,
I don't know why
the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Sanders. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Flush to his right.
That was good.
And the tip there
that was a
the ball
pick.
flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss.
Wait, after you just messaged me.
By the offense, as it'll come with 36
he must be watching my stream. On the slot curl, have slip, run a ghetto wheel.
Now as they come up 1st and 10. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
On slot curl, have slip, run a ghetto wheel, faded the corner out.
He's the one that got to him. He takes him
A
down
ghetto
for
wheel plus fade.
They need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes.
I like how you went underneath that route and I stayed over top.
In there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within 1 score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Right back to him on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Express. Get set. You ready?
From midfield, here's Carr. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll get it down here at 43.
Yeah.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carr, he sets to fire deep.
That's a dot.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
I don't even know that was a good punt right there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd down, Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Von Miller in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
We should have tried that bush out there too.
From the gun, Vick. Shakes off the sand.
What?
Eluding the pressure right. Now Vick
there we go.
He lost the football.
There we go.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
He said, I think it's about that time. Like we about to expedite him from the team or something. Yo.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He just lost 5 yards.
He didn't seem in a rush.
He has Otto Graham in the game. You watch out for that. Oh, he took him out.
There was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now the punter, Tress Way.
That was a bad punt. Yeah, that was terrible.
And now back out comes the offense. And a tight game.
After this game, I'm going to reset my internet because there was no reason for me to be lagging out like that. Oh, you got to leave anyway. Okay.
With the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's just split ending here, bro.
694. Yo, Chief.
On first down, Carr looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
Yeah, I threw it late. I was looking at Broadcast first.
Come from a long distance and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to dive
he got a few breaks.
Flies in like a missile. Stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
29.
Take off of him and put back on. Flip. Yeah.
Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll.
Look at that bullshit. That's how much we're off.
Back now in Los Angeles as we've got the final
I got
quarter
kicked in the
upon us.
party.
We get ready
I don't know
to
how.
start the fourth. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Oh, man. That win is bad.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not
actually, I must be watching my screen.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
The iPhone always short side of the field. That's what it's OP on. Okay. He told me to run that, I don't know if he means the pass play or the run play on the first side. Oh, wait. I got it.
They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
The corner got manned up. I just happen to have 105 play reps, so.
That would have been the third in the game, and boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
That's a pick. He's manned up, dummy. He's manned up, dummy. Pitch. No, never mind. Yeah, pretty close, yeah.
Until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll run it here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Carr to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this
I actually wanted to
game,
run that play to the opposite side.
and there's another nice
Because
example
I don't know
there
why it just
of them
runs
making it
differently with
difficult to
the
complete a pass.
wheel and the other route on the other side.
A
I
chance
don't
of
know.
wasting this great
On the wide
starting
side.
field
Motion out,
position.
Jimmy.
A real threat. This is 3rd and long. 29. On 3rd and long, it's Carr.
Touchdown. That's a fucking
Gets
bad.
into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Eric Carr. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field,
you don't see low balls in the end zone too often anymore.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang
Wait, did
on.
Rod Woodson really jump on that? That's crazy.
Instead,
Bro, hasn't he manned up on somebody?
This defense was definitely
That's
alert to the possibility
crazy.
of the deep ball. And
That's what I'm saying. I know it wasn't him. That's what I'm
Got
saying.
the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe
We
can
should try to
extend more
blitz on
passes
3rd
like
down
that
this time, bro.
downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
What's happening?
Randy Moss, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike.
I think that was Madden just holding us, bro.
This thing's not
He was in a deep half. He was in a deep half.
He'll get this one off to Sanders. And that's why you put a Hall of Famer back there. He's in for 2 points.
I have no idea what just happened right there. That's crazy.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Williams to return.
Oh, look at you! Should have followed me, bro. I ran right up the screen for you. I ran right up the screen for
Now
you.
this offense about ready to take over again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. With safety Ed Reed there to make the play. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down. Keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my defense.
Let me get that real out. One with Tim Brown.
To throw his car. Able to get away.
Man.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Don't deep pass. Cool.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane.
It's kind of worth it. It's hard maybe get them out of
because they're not
range.
mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. To Allen on the dump off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Get outside if you can.
He's back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll look to throw.
What kind of... Why did he throw that? Bro, I don't know if you guys remember, but last time we beat them, he ran that same wheel route and I picked it off in the flat. I don't know if you guys remember that. But, and he literally... Yeah, in the flat. And no, it was either me that picked it off or Slip. I don't remember. Because it was on the left side, and I don't normally use the left side. But yeah, I saw that coming again, but he just waited until later to throw it. Okay. I don't care. 5 yards. We already won.
They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
What do you mean regroup, as in like...
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to...
Well, I didn't turn the ball over, and he did. And he did. Okay, this is what I'm. You gotta leave, don't you? Okay, I'm gonna invite you guys to this shit really fast. I really hate losing. Like, that loss got me bugged out. Only because I know we should have won. What am I? I probably dropped because of that loss. That's insane. I dropped 3 spots, bro. After I was just on a 25 game streak, I dropped 3 spots. That's insane. His win doesn't mean anything to me. Me beating him doesn't do anything for me. And then cut out. Alright, bro. See what? No, I already watched it. I seen it. Yeah, I watched it. Mm-hmm. I don't even think I'm at 800. No, I'm at 800. I might be a little close to 1,000. I'm getting to 1,000. Nah, I was just inviting y'all so I could show you how to set up the blitz, but it's all good. I'm probably about to take a nap until he gets back. Yeah. Just hit me up when he gets back on. Alright, cool.